Hi everyone, my name is Betsy Barris and I would like to welcome everyone to my digital video. I would like to start off with informing you on some of the stuff on why I decided to take this career. And also, um, let you know a little of my weaknesses and how I would like to fix it up during the learning process. Well, I want to start off with to letting you know that I'm a 37-year-old female who is currently working on her master's for mental health counseling. And the reason why I chose this career was because at the age of 9 months, my dad had some serious, well, not some, had a serious accident, which led him into having different illnesses. And one of the biggest illness that he has at this current moment and has been dealing with since the day of his big accident has been mental health. So during the process of him dealing with the mental health, I had to learn how to deal with him with the mental health as well. And I took an interest in mental health due to the fact that I have been dealing with mental health, and myself, I have dealt with mental health due to um, domestic violence in the home, growing up, and as an adult, I have dealt with domestic violence with my son's father. Um, I am a domestic violence survivor of 10 years, and my weakness in this field was because at the beginning was because I was in such a denial of this happening that I was in need of a counselor. And in my family, we are strong believers that everyone should be able to talk to others about a situation that you're facing, just so you can be able to know how to deal with the situation. So I've taken a big interest in mental health and able to be able to help others as well that are probably facing the same situation that I was facing and don't know how to go about on learning how to deal with it, and to go from their weaknesses to it becoming a strength in their life. So I I started going to therapy after I became strong enough to let go of my son's dad and face reality that it's okay to be alone, um, meaning that I don't need him due to the fact that all he was doing a big damage in my life and doing the damage to my son's life, because the domestic violence was not only with myself, with my feelings, it was also dealing with my son feelings because he was seeing everything his dad used to do to me. So what I did was enabled for my son to become better, and for me to become better, I first put my son in therapy because I was still in denial that I needed therapy. So I started helping my son out. And as I was helping him out, I would have family sessions with his therapist, and the therapist referred me to see a counselor of my own. And she explained to me, how can you be strong and how can you help your son out if you're not able to help yourself? So I took her advice and I went and I see the domestic violence therapist of my own. Actually, she is a counselor as well. She's a mental health counselor. Um, so it has it has helped me. I stopped going to see her, but I feel like I should be going back to see her because there's at times where um I feel like I'm gonna relapse back into a depression mode, or like when I feel overwhelmed, I feel like I'm back in denial. But as I've been in school, I have taken the opportunity to learn some theories and some techniques and that I can use during my time, and not only for myself but also for the clients when I do become a counselor. I feel that in the mental health world, you can use all of the different theories along with their techniques. There are many theories, and there are many techniques that go along with the theories. But I took a really liking to one theory, which is the Gestalt theory, and the technique that I took an interest in was the empty chair technique. I took an interest. I took a liking to this technique because you can role play, and you can be able to see how the client is thinking and how they feeling at that very moment, through the time, through the situation they are facing. A little about the therapy is an essential phenomenological um, and process-based approach created on the premise that individuals must be understood in the context of their ongoing relationship and with the environment. The initial goal is for clients to expand their awareness of what they are experiencing in the present moment. On I did I did a theory, excuse me. I did a video during a class, and I chose the Gestalt theory, and it turned out to be a really good technique because I got to see how my partner has had a situation that she was facing, and she wasn't like, she didn't know how to approach the situation. So when we played the role playing, she got to vent on the situation, and she got to play along like if she was the other individual, where you have a third, it's you, the counselor, and there's another person, supposed to be another person, but instead of the person being there, you have an empty chair, and the empty chair is for you to do the role playing. You're going to express yourself. You're going to put yourself as the client. You're going to express, well, not only yourself, you're not the one who's going to put yourself, you as a counselor. What you're going to do, you're going to have the client put themselves as if as themselves, as if they are expressing themselves, their feelings to the other individual, which the other individual is not there, but there's a chair there. Once the client finishes off with expressing themselves, they're going to sit themselves in the empty chair and act like they're the other individual that the client was talking to, and they will do a role play as if the other person was there and was answering back. Once they get back an answer, and they will go back to their chair, and they will answer the individual back. And it becomes a role playing that until that individual feel like there was nothing else to say. So I took a real liking to this because I feel like everyone should be able to express themselves, and they should get a feedback. But also, it might sound kind of crazy to some. Not only crazy, it could probably feel weird to them doing this role play, but it gets to a point where you're expressing yourself, and you get to take out a lot of stuff out of your chest that you have been holding back, probably because you're afraid to tell an individual how you're feeling about the situation, or just don't know how to go about it. So in this role playing, you can talk about it and just have that weakness that you have on letting them know how you feel and how you think that they're going to approach you about it, or how you want it to get approached back to you, where you did the role playing and now you have a little more confidence in yourself to go and approach the situation to the individual. um so I feel like my weakness in this career is that I want to help everyone, and I want to be able to give everyone the right answer to help them with the situation. But I feel like we don't always have the right answer. And when I do help the when I do try to help the individual, I want them to be satisfied with my answer or my technique that I'm trying to help them with. And I don't want to disappoint everyone if they feel that I'm not helping them in any matter. So, um, my that's one of my weakness, and but my strength to on what I have learned is that I am a very good listener, and I can not always relate to what an individual saying, but I can try to have a good outcome and let the individual know that I am understanding what they're saying, and I try to make them feel comfortable and let them know that they're not alone. Have them feel comfortable enough that for them to be like, hey, I would like to keep coming back to see this counselor, and because I feel that she will help me in the long run. Um, it's all a learning process, and in this class, I have learned that patience is a key to this learning process, and everyone is not can learn everything at one time. So I just want to thank everyone for seeing my digital video, and hope everyone enjoy their day and have a great summer. Thank you.